Welcome to EyE on You. In the information age, the speed and quality of information transmission often determine the efficiency of the entire society. In response to the increasing complex community needs, new digital industry concepts represented by 5G, the fifth generation mobile networks, have emerged. This rapid change is like the industrial revolution of the new era, driving countries to make breakthroughs in the field of technology. As the country progresses, robotic-related technology has become the key to the advancement of technology. Roborn is a tech developer mainly focused on motion detection applications and is also one of the participators of the Digital Silk Road Initiative. The Digital Silk Road Initiative was established by China as the technological dimensions of the Belt and Road Initiative in 2015. The Digital Silk Road Cooperation Mechanism, launched by China in 2017, has constantly assisted Belt and Road countries in improving digital infrastructure, raising the internet coverage, and promoting digital infrastructure connectivity.
China has funded hundreds of special economic zones or industrial areas designed to create jobs and encourage countries to embrace its technology offerings, such as the 5G communication network. While providing benefits to host countries, these projects will also facilitate China's effort to extend science and technology cooperation, promoting its unique national technical standards. In the near future, China's information technology and relevant hardware and software applications will be widely deployed in countries and regions along the Belt and Road. A number of cooperation projects in the field will be implemented and benefiting local communities and improving the local economy. In this episode, we are joined by Mark Mak, the co-founder and CTO of Roborn. As a mechanical junkie, Mr. Mak has a wealth of research experience and he is an accomplished innovator in science and technology, having won dozens of awards in technology competition and holding over 100 patents. Let's listen to his views.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to our show today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, so many people might be interested on knowing who you are and what have you done. So how did you come to your mind to use Roborn to start your business? Can you tell us more?
Yes, a little bit more because when I was young, I'm not coming from a very wealthy family. I live in Saikong. So at that moment, the situation of Saikong is totally different from what we have now. So we do not have any entertainment. Honestly, I can only share televisions with my neighbor. So I was facilitated by the TV cartoon shows like Gundams and Transformer. So that's why I would like to think of if I could build some robot to save the world. So that's why this is the core elements that why I try to work on robotic solutions. And when I grew up, I believe that there are lots of ways to come with robotic solutions to make a better human being. So that's why I would like to participate more in the industry of robotics.
I heard that you have used the technology 5G in your products, and I believe that a lot of people have heard of 5G before, but then I believe that they do not know 5G as much as you do. Can you briefly tell us what is 5G and how are you using this technology on your products?
This is a very good question. So if you go into the Wi-Fi of your family, you see a 5G Wi-Fi. But that 5G is totally different from the 5G mobile networks. The 5G mobile networks is the fifth generation of the mobile technology. So when you compare with the 4Gs, they have several benefits like low latency. You have good bandwidth, high bandwidth, and you can have lots of different communications. So that's why the 5G technology support something like the autonomous vehicle, the multi-Internet of Things devices and solutions, so that we could have a completely total new smart cities. When you talk about 4Gs, you come with a smartphone, but in 5G, that is a total different stories because 5G in cell phone is completely not a perfectly disruptive solutions. What we are trying to do is to make use of the 5G networks to make everything connected with cloud solutions like robotics and AI, so things like that. So we could have, more convenience and a more smart environment.
As we know that you are one of the speakers in the Belt and Road Initiative, and lately, is the Belt and Road Forum, because we know that before the 2013, before presidency initiated the Belt and Road strategy, and no one knows about the potential of the countries of such as Middle East and Africa.
Yeah.
So can you tell us more? How do you see the Belt and Road Initiative, and how do you involve in this?
Yeah, so let me talk more about what my research is. So actually, in year 2018, I start my research in the 5G robotic system together with the Beijing China Mobile Institute as well as the Shenzhen ZTE laboratory. That is a 5G laboratory. So at that moment, we co-developed the ever first 5G humanoid robot in China. So this is a very good breakthrough. So as you know that the Belt and Road Initiative is there is a technical arm. We call that the Digital Silk Road Initiative. So we support not only because people only believe that we heard about Belt and Road, they think that is transportation like railway, like the sea roads that from Asia to Africa, but this is totally different stories in the Digital Silk Road. We are supporting the infrastructure. We could have communication all over the world, as well as support the satellites, localizations. At the moment, the 5G plays a very important role because we need to build many infrastructure in those countries to support the 5G infrastructure. So as the ever first 5G humanoid robot, we play a very important role. We have been to different road shows and use our robot as a testing equipment in Asia, including Vietnam, India, in Europe, including Spain, Austria, and Bulgaria. In Africa, we've been to Nigeria, Uganda, and South Africa. So what we are working is we need to support the testing ground using our 5G robot because we are validated equipment to compare the 5G network's performance and connectivity. So that's why we play a very important role in these issues.
Right. So the 5G technology continues to evolve, and if we compare ourselves, China compare ourselves to the US, their technology is very advanced. What do we have to work on to improve our networks or our digital communications?
So I want to tell you another stories. And during my development in year 2018, there was a very serious problem that between US and China. This is to start the trade war. So the US Commerce Department, blocked every American firm from selling the components to ZTE. While ZTE is my strategic partner, so at that moment in China we do not have any alternative. So what we could do, we seek help from Huawei, but however they still need six months to complete the chipset. So this is very seriously affect the our 5G development. So at that moment, although we knew that the semiconductor is more competitive and is greatly improved where we have self-owned design and chips development. However, the current situation is the semiconductor is really heavily relies on components from the West. So as a result, I believe that we need to pay more attention and put more effort to the 5G, the semiconductor components, so that we could we do not have similar situation in the next generation.
So China has always been pursuing multilateralism and sought joint development for the Belt and Road Initiative. And it also helped to build digital infrastructure in other countries. So for Roborn, how does, it's a Hong Kong company, and how does it give the advantage of having the backup of the China, and how do we see the internationalism for the Roborn?
Yes, this is a very good question, because as we know that China itself got many mature solutions. I believe the IT solution is the world class, or the toppest class of the world. For example, the smart city solutions like IoT, like the autonomous vehicle, and robotics and AI solutions, and the digital wallet and the payment system. It is among the best of the world. So what we're trying to do is we could have in Hong Kong, we could be a stepping stone, so that we could try to make the technology transfer and scientific transfer, so that we could make use of those mature China innovative technologies to convert to support different ecologies. So what we're trying to do is we should know more about the market, so we to get involved, and we see that there are lots of opportunities that will coming through the Belt and Road Initiative.
How's the technology 5G going to play a role in China's strategy on the Belt and Road Initiative? And how do you think the technology of 5G is going to evolve in the coming years?
Let me tell you another story. When I've been to Africa, so while the physical construction infrastructure have not been built, the electricity tower is in that area is not yet complete. We are simply working on inside a tank. However, we still got mobile networks. This is very amazing. So it means that because of the importance of the mobile networks, our China suppliers had already been building some optical fiber links, undersea cables, and so forth, so that the mobile technologies there is even faster than even the highway construction. So that is important, that as the 5G infrastructure have already been deployed, there are lots of vertical industry applications that is coming through. As a result, we could simply transfer it. For example, something like elderly care in China is a totally different story, because in one city there may be 20,000 sensors. This is giving data from time to time. So this is a messy and complex mobile technologies infrastructure. But however, we could simply copy that to the Belt and Road Initiative countries, so that we could support the smart city building, not only the infrastructure, but we could make people with better human being by our cooperations and collaborations with those countries.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. Hope to see you again next time.
Yeah, thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.